Adios. How we doing today? The lovely lions of the zodiac. I hope you guys are all well. This is going to be your May mid-monthly. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. All right, we're going to do an energy oracle, see what comes out. All right, we have Angel of Strength. Strength card, your own energy. I love that. And action. All right. So maybe having the strength to move, to go. All right. We'll see what's going on for you, lovely lions. Angel of Strength is also about like owning your own strength, your own power. It's also the number 50 for you numerology people that I'm not very good at. If you want this bottom one, it's 17. All right. What is the current challenge for Leos right now? What is the current challenge? The Queen of Swords. Standing our ground at the moment. Decisive action. What's hidden is the Five of Cups. Regretting some kind of situation, looking back, saying I could have, should have, would have. All right. What is the outcome? The Four of Pentacles, holding on. Holding on to something you desired. With that Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, it's maybe holding on to a career path, a love situation, really anything, but definitely holding on to something you thought was going to grow. You know, something you are incredibly passionate about, something you feel like you planted quite a while ago with that Seven of Pentacles. You know, in your challenge, we have the Queen of Swords. All about kind of standing our ground, speaking our piece. And this particular one, it's always, to me, it's always going at the beat of her own drum. You know, she doesn't need anybody to tell her what to do. She's the queen. She makes her own rules. We have the Four of Swords, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. We have Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. I feel like this is kind of telling you with that challenge is like, have patience, you know, everything in its own time. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in your own head. I feel like this Queen of Swords energy over here is about you kind of taking a pause. What do I really want to create with that Magician here? And am I willing to continue to carry this burden right here? Like, and I feel like your challenge is whether or not you keep doing it or you just kind of drop it. But I feel like whatever the situation is, it's very, I'm having problems. Maybe you're overly tired. I want to create this, but man, it carries a load. It's like this heavy load. Do I have enough energy for this? And the universe is telling you to have patience with yourself. It's divine balance, divine timing, you know, definitely caught up in your head a little bit and holding on to something, you know. Four of Pentacles showed up twice. All right. Let's find out what this Five of Cups is. It's about that regret. She's looking down those cups. Kind of coulda, shoulda, woulda type of energy. All right. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Devil. And we have the Death. Interesting. Queen of Wands on the bottom with the Page of Wands. The Queen of Wands is like my mini manifester. She's very interesting. And it's actually the first time I pulled her out in this deck. So I really like that. It's like, I want to create this, and I have this awesome idea that I want to put into play. But you're kind of like, is it going to work? Is it worth trying? Type of energy, and there's something that you need to transform. You have the Empress under that, which is definitely about creating the things in your world, whatever that is for you, whatever the Seven of Pentacles is for you, relationship, work, career, finances. I think it's telling you that, you know, keep pushing through whatever negativity that you're going through with this Five of Cups and this Devil card, and, you know, lay it to rest with that Death card. Transform it. You know, focus on the things that you want to build, the things you want to manifest, and baby steps with that page. All right, tell me about this Four of Pentacles. It's kind of a heavy energy. All right, tell me about this Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Tower in reverse. With Five and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords again. They're pretty cards. I feel like this is you setting your boundaries to some kind of conflict or maybe collaboration. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, sorry, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Queen. I feel like it's telling you nurture whatever drive you have, but don't take anybody's shit, I guess. What's that? You have the Justice under that and the King of Swords. It's also bring balance to being disciplined when it comes to making money or financial decisions. That was kind of weird, but whatever. We got the Four of Pentacles and the outcome, holding on to something, not letting go. Might be worried about your financial stability, how to balance that out. Maybe trying to get some and kind of lighter perspective on it with that Sun card, but definitely avoiding some kind of situation. You know, I feel like that situation has to do with what you're taking care of right now. Definitely having a lot of conflict, and might be like a spicy conversation you're having, not a spicy in a good way, a spicy in a bad way. So that might be somebody that you're dealing with the Queen of Wands. And there's a lot of Queen energy. Lot of Queen energy. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Your challenge is setting boundaries. Maybe pulling back your energy. Trying to figure out how you're going to manifest something, but feeling overwhelmed with that. You're definitely kind of stuck in your head about something, a lot of regret, a lot of remorse, something that you feel like you want to keep pushing through, but you're so focused on these negative thoughts that maybe you're not allowing them to transform something. You're holding on so tight to your coins that you're very kind of trying to find some kind of balance and maybe looking at a brighter outlook, but you're avoiding what's really happening kind of energy. And a lot of it has to do about where you put your effort, energy, and what you build on. You know, what you're willing to nurture, how you bring that about, who you collaborate with, who you choose to build with. Maybe being a little overly stern with that other Queen of Swords here. But the universe is telling you, you know, you need to put everything kind of back in balance and maybe have a little bit more discipline when it comes to financial responsibility. And that's part of that angel of strength right there, is putting those boundaries down for yourself. Because I feel like this is more about money than it is anything else. All right. I don't even know if you made it that far, but that's all right. Whatever. All right. What spirit message do we have for Leos right now? What spirit message do I have for Leos? Be proud and forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffering your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. Sorry, I just ate dinner. The act of forgiveness in itself is, in its own right, is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. You know, and that's maybe what you're struggling with right now too, is forgiveness. I can kind of see that. You're definitely avoiding it. What are you avoiding? The Emperor. Well, you're either avoiding somebody stubborn and very on their high horse, or you're avoiding being disciplined about your money situation. I mean, honestly, this could be about love and this could be about money. I feel mostly money, but you take it how it resonates. Be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Be proud of yourself. Allow yourself to be proud of yourself. Even if it's a little bit, still be proud. Definitely a very oddball energy today, Leos. All right. What do we have for Leos from the Cosmic deck? All right. Anything else? I don't know what that card is. Keep trying to pop out. There we go. Anything else? All right. You can't pour from an empty cup, Leos. You can't. It's that my energies, it's, oh, what is that saying? The battery saying. You can't recharge an empty battery. You can, but like you have to fill yours first. All right, that is also number 35. Okay. This one first. All right. You are perfectly imperfect. I love that. I might have to read that one. Okay. Each 11... I can't read. Each whatever turn requires you to give up who you are, who you think you are. Okay. And then 3, 2, 1, jump. Go. All right. 1, 11, and 34. And that might be what some of this is too, is having that strength to be proud. So maybe your challenge is like owning who you are. It takes time to get there, but you're like that manifestation that you're trying to bring in might be just that heavy burden that brings in kind of that I'm going to keep going. I don't like it. This is kind of a sluggish energy, but you're definitely, you got to let go of some of that negative thinking to move something along. And I feel like you're avoiding it. And eventually I'll learn how to read. Okay. Well, yeah. All right. We're going to get love and our dreamy home fortune reading. Let's see what that has for Leos. Okay. On the bottom, we have candlestick, ritual, centering, focus. Start the rhythm with a ritual and focus will carry through. You got a lot. Knife, social media, comparison, pain. Don't let social blades carve into your self-worth. So maybe you need to detach from some social media, or maybe even fighting on social media and you need to let that go. Bedroom, intimacy, courage, and embrace. Be brave to embrace intimacy and create a meaningful connection. That might be some of what you're going through too. I'm not really quite sure. You got a lot. Dryer, balance, enjoyment. Build a cycle of release. Feel fresh and lighter with the heart. Okay. Nursery room, innocence, curiosity. View challenges through the innocent eyes of a child to break through the current limits. And car, travel, movement, journey. Your story takes a turn at the next intersection. That is an interesting combo. I feel like maybe you need to take a break. You know, I think this is about embracing and enjoying life. And it definitely starts with an innocent and a curiosity. And it also allows you to start moving through life. And I really like that for you. So that's kind of, I feel like, the best messages, but it starts with allowing that strength to come in. All right, that's what I have for you, beautiful Leos. I wish you the best. Enjoy your journey. Thanks, guys.